Alright guys, how's it going? KCB3 here with a quick discussion video. Last week I did a video talking about what's your favorite video game genre. Now today I'm going to do what's your least favorite video game genre. I will pretty much tell you two of my least favorites, and give you some examples of why I don't, like them as much as many people probably do. And then pretty much from there I just end the video, and you can comment below what's your least favorite video game genres. Now, pretty much my first least favorite genre is shooters. I do not really like a lot of shooter games. If anybody's seen my top PS3 list, or top my PS3 collection games list, I think it was between 60 or 70 games, more or less. I only had about like 4 or 5 to 6 different shooter games in there. I don't really like a lot of shooter games. Like I said, I'm pretty much a action adventure type, getting into RPG type of person. But every now and then shooters are pretty cool. One of the main things that I really want from a shooter is something that brings something different to the table, not like the same repetitive stuff like a Call of Duty game. For example, a game that's pretty much based on the shooter, but had a great story with it. Came out last generation, is the first Bioshock game. The first Bioshock game, if many people don't know, is my favorite game of last generation. As of right now, still one of my favorite games. It had like a very good deep story to it from start to end. Had a lot of mysteries to it. Along with that, it had some very great gameplay with shooting mechanics. You had all these type of different styles of guns, different types of weapons like a grenade launcher or a pistol to a machine gun, and the list goes on. And under that, they actually added Rational Games actually added powers to the game. So now, instead of, you don't want to shoot nobody, you can pretty much electrocute them with your electric power. You turn them on fire, freeze them. You have a whole bunch of stuff to work with. So it's different ways you can actually play the game. They also have stuff like you can hack into turrets, hack into cameras to deal with enemies as well. When the camera spots the enemies, it set off an alarm, and all these other camera bots will come around and start, attacking the enemy, and the enemy will pretty much fight back or flee. You had a whole bunch of stuff to work with in that first Bioshock. Bioshock Infinite pretty much has some of the stuff as well. It had like a very great story. I think it had a little bit more better story. Had a better story than the first Bioshock to me, but the gameplay is still pretty much the very key thing. And the gameplay, the first Bioshock gameplay is a little bit better to me, and than it was in Infinite. But either way, those very two great games, and that's pretty much why under some different certifications, is why I like some shooter games. Another shooter game that pretty much is tad different is Battlefield. Now, Battlefield, it requires you to use teamwork, not just running, gunning by yourself. One man army. You had to actually use teamwork. From like the Battlefield Bad Company games. One of the main reasons why I got a PS3 is I wanted to get Battlefield Bad Company, which sounds pretty much weird, but it's pretty much a very great game to me. You had to choose your different classes. You have from like support, which is a recon, assault, which deals with ammo crates, medic, which deals with metal crates, and revive, and you have engineer, which deals with tanks and whatnot for explosion measurements. And you needed to have pretty much four people to a squad. There's like 4 people to a squad, and you needed at least one person from each class to actually team up together, so you have be very effective. And just the teamwork off some Battlefield games are just so amazing. Just doing teamwork instead of doing one man army is very enjoyable to me than it is just pretty much like I guess you say like a Call of Duty or something like that. Now, even though Call of Duty now has some type of implements, adding teamwork, I think one of the main key games that actually sort of kind of started it off was Battlefield, and of course there's some other shooter games back in the line that actually has the teamwork as well. Now, my other second least favorite genre that I do not like is racing. I do not like racing games at all. It just seems so dull and boring to me. Gran Turismo's one. Back in the day, there was a NASCAR one on the PS2 that I used to play. I did not like it at all. I think one of the main goals I had to do um, and the I guess a little campaign. I can't remember what it was. It was like over 200 laps I had to run through. I think I did about 10 and just stopped. I couldn't do it. I was like 10 years old at the time, but even today I don't think I can still do it. It's just so boring to me. Now different things, different elements will make me do it, like a combat type of racing, like a Twisted Metal, Crash Team Racing, Jack X Racing, Burnout. You can add Burnout in there because they had a little special effects when you smash into other cars, and even when you smash, even when you damage and destroy your own car, you got the little camera and stuff like that. I just seen it's so enjoyable. It's a very great experience just to experience, cars, going through different type of combat than just, traditional stuff like Gran Turismo. Now I know some people like Gran Turismo and NASCAR back in the day, stuff like that. I just don't. It just doesn't fit me. I just something that needs to be very enjoyable to me. Crashing into cars, destroying stuff up. It's just pretty much bring a joy on my face. Now, pretty much that's those are two of my least favorite genres of gaming: racing and shooting. Let me know what your least favorite two. It probably could be shooting. It probably can be racing like me. It could probably be RPGs, Western RPGs, or it can be pretty much everything. So let me know what you guys think about this video and what's your least two favorite genres in gaming. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.